Good morning, class. Our today's topic is advantages of scientific management. Okay, till now we have discussed about different scientific techniques of Taylor. Now, what are the advantages of that scientific techniques, or we can say what are the advantages of scientific management? So first is it improves efficiency of business through simplification and specialization. Okay, beta, one of the scientific techniques we have seen that standardization and simplification. So through simplification we can improve the efficiency of the business. Okay, efficiency again is related to the minimum wastage of resources and reducing the cost of product. So it is possible only through the scientific management. It is first advantage of scientific management. Second is help in reducing cost of production by eliminating all types of wastage. Obviously, when your efficiency is increased, what will happen? Your wastage, or you will reduce the wastage of the resources. Okay, in motion studies and time study we have seen how can we reduce the wastage of resources. Third is due to decrease in price, firm is unable to capture bigger share in the market. Okay, and but when you have less price of the product, then what will happen? You will capture more and more share of the market. यहाँ पे शेयर का मतलब है मार्केट में आपका कितना कंट्रीब्यूशन है, how much percent of your product is selling in the market. That is called market share. Okay, it is not related to share market. Okay, mutual understanding and cooperation brings worker and manufacturer closer. Obviously, sorry, it is not manufacturer, it is management. So in mental revolution we have seen what was told in mental revolution, that there are two groups in an organization, management and worker, and both are working as a rival towards each other. But through scientific management we should remove their rivalry so that organization can achieve its success. After that, more training to improve the skill of the worker. Obviously, Taylor emphasis on the increasing the efficiency of the worker. If your worker is efficient, and then only your organization will able to succeed. And the last one is enables the worker to earn more with the introduction of differential piece wage system. Yes, we have discussed in detail about the piece wage system. All those who are efficient should get the higher salary or higher wages as compared to those who are less efficient or inefficient. Okay, what is the purpose of this? To improve the efficiency of the inefficient worker. Clear, beta? So these were some advantages of scientific management. After that, difference between time study and motion study, one of the most important question. So as you know, first difference is, what we write in first difference? Meaning. So here we can say the time study is conducted to find out the standard time for performing a task, while motion study is conducted to find out the total movement of worker while they are performing the task. Yes, you know it very well, we have discussed in detail about it in previous classes. Then purpose, what is the purpose of time study? The purpose of time study is to find out the standard time to fix the fair day's work for the worker. And what is the purpose of motion study? Is to eliminate wasteful and unproductive movements. Clear? Whatever unproductive movements a worker is making, we should remove all these things. Okay, and I told you that whenever we are conducting time study we have to use the stopwatch, and whenever we are conducting motion study we will have to use the camera. Okay, I hope all these things are clear to you. If you have any doubt, then you can ask. Thank you so much.